What's going on? How you doing? It's Nick with Us for Sure. Gonna get things popping here. Let's see here. Let's see. Hold on one second, guys. Let me. Okay, so we had the producer price index coming in a little hot. It came in at 7.3 versus 7.1. Caused a little bit of market volatility this morning, but we got bought back up. So that's the current situation going into this week. So Friday we got triple witching / OPEX. So just be mindful that expiration Friday. This expiration Friday is going to be. It's gonna be a big one. We have tomorrow morning. Just be mindful. We'll kind of go over this again later. But tomorrow morning we also have some data coming out: jobless claims, retail sales, import price index. So just be mindful. Data's coming out tomorrow. And honestly, like this is the first day that I actually haven't had any. I have 0 positions on right now. Like I literally have 0 positions on right now. I went in today. So yesterday, because we got the big drop, I was position short. Because of the big drop, I actually sold everything that I had, and we're gonna start fresh today. Kind of hope to see some opportunity. What's going on, Chase, Jeff, Wally? How we doing? If you're here right now, say what's up. Say what up. Got this, got my brew going, as you can see here. I mean, we got, it's looking right. So I'm not gonna lie, this is pumpkin spice. I'm hitting that PSL right now. I made it at home though. I'm not paying the Starbucks price. Relax. Like stupid millennials, $8 coffees. Hey, relax. Made it at home. But bro, this market. Tesla calls today. Yeah, let's see if we can make some. I would like to see some Tesla call action. I'd like to see some. Yes. So yesterday. So if you guys remember, I took a stab at Tesla calls yesterday when we were kind of leveling out, and then I got stopped out. I then tried again. I made a little bit of money on this run right here on Tesla. So I made a little bit of money on this on this run of Tesla, and I still kind of like break even. Yeah, Chase. I close out. I mean, if you look here, if you look at my holdings right now, I have 0 options going on right now. I have let's see here. I have 0 holdings right now in futures. I did put one trade on long futures last night. I got stopped out for $40. If you guys weren't here for the live stream, what I am yesterday, what I am doing is I'm trading. So I'm trading my own account for futures, but then I'm having those trades copy over to my Apex trading funding. So with Apex trading funding, I opened up 5 accounts. I'm having my main account, which is my cash account, which is, my personal account, copy my trades to those funding accounts. Does that make sense? So, kind of show you. Hold on, I'll show you here. So, and I don't know why I put a ticket in. I don't know why. Like, so last night I lost $40 on my account here. So I'm down $40, right? Somehow like these Apex ones, they're down $23. So I gotta see it. Probably something with the trade copier. But I opened up these 50 grand accounts with Apex Trader funding. And I'm trading my main account, and then it's going to copy the trades to my other account. So I'm down 40. in terms of I opened a ticket yesterday with NinjaTrader. Why it's showing my realized P&L like so off, because I should only be down like $40. I literally did one trade. Literally did one trade. So I opened a ticket last night with NinjaTrader, but I haven't heard back on like why my P&L's kind of like screwed up. No, Chase. So what happened yesterday? Because I was positioned short, and we had like a 5% down move, and I mean it was crazy. I was positioned short, so I closed all I could, because if we get it, like my main concern is if we got an epic bounce today, then all that profit would be gone, right? So it's better for me to go all cash, reposition myself, and kind of see what it's gonna do here. Like that's what I prefer. So literally all my trades worked yesterday because I was positioned short. So when that happens, when we have these big moves, I don't linger. I take my money. I mean, sure, I was trailing my stop. I was trailing my stop on Apple, but I closed everything, because if a lot of times we get an epic bounce. SPY 394. So we're looking just like last week. Was it last week or the week before? But just like last week, we're looking for SPY 390 to hold. I would like for SPY to come down to 390, 388 area, but to add long, but it may not get there yet. I mean, yesterday got a little crazy. We went down. We broke 392 yesterday on SPY. But that was it. That was it. Then it got bought back. It got back up. We closed at 393.10 last night. We're at 394.24 right now. So, I mean, we're up a little bit. Futures are up a little bit. S&P's up 12. NASDAQ up 52. So, I mean, like, the futures are up, but not like, not a lot. Not a lot, because, I mean, we were down with NASDAQ was down like 700 points yesterday. Like that was crazy. I mean, that was literally insane. Literally insane yesterday. But I mean, like, that was the biggest drop we had in years. Like since 2020, March 2020, that was the biggest drop we had since March 2020, and that's why I closed my short positions. I'm not gonna try to milk it, because now, even though like we're getting a bounce here, I would be losing profit. So, it's kind of better just align yourself. If you're positioned a certain way and it works out incredibly well, take it off and reevaluate. Like, so today, like, I'm kind of going slow. I'm going to kind of see what the situation is here. We had NASDAQ, I mean, with this bearish engulfing candle. I mean, this is the same thing for everything, but I mean, this thing broke through the 50-day, broke through the 100-day, broke through the 10-day to the downside, came back down here. I mean, obviously, we're looking for a 12,000 test here on the NASDAQ, but honestly, I don't think there's a lot of support here, And in terms of like these lows, like the 11K lows on NASDAQ, I would imagine that we're gonna test those. Because the CPI event may be over, but the next event coming up is probably gonna be Mr. J. Powell, Jerome gonna come in here hot, saying we're gonna do, we're gonna do 100 basis points, crush this inflation, What we got here? What we got 10-year at right now? 10-year dip in. Okay. Still high from yesterday. Dollar still high. So, I mean, 10-year and dollar is still high. So, I mean, we got to be careful here. It was only 4.75. Inflation is at 8.3. I think more red for September. I mean, yeah. I mean, it was a big move yesterday, Chase. That was a big move. And like, I kept looking for, like, is there going to be a bounce? Like, because I wanted to add in short, but there was never a bounce. So then you're always kind of going to play chicken. I wasn't in the mood yesterday to, like, play chicken with my accounts on this, like, enormous red day. So I'm going to be looking for some opportunities. We're going to look for some opportunities today. Overnight highs on the NASDAQ here, we hit 12,220. I don't know if the 10-year is going to come down. Yo, if the 10-year rips today, we're in trouble. We're in trouble here. We're in trouble. Let's see here. Tesla, Amazon. How you doing, Amazon? I'm gonna be looking for some opportunities. Maybe I'll trade some. I did like trading Tesla yesterday. So like, those 305 calls. 305 calls were doing okay. I mean, every chart kind of looks the same right now. I mean, we're just every chart. All right, was that kind of loud for you guys? Sorry, I didn't realize my sound was up so loud. All right, so I'm gonna let some candles form here. We're gonna see what it's gonna do here. Man, that's a epic drop. That's a big drop. However, it was just the week's gains. You know what I mean? Like from last week. That's crazy. Took us 1, 2, 3, 4 days on Amazon to go up, 1 day to go back down. It's pretty much the same for everybody. Tesla didn't hit the lows from last week, 272. I will say, I think going long Tesla is probably a safer bet than most of these other stocks. I'll be honest. So I'll look for a long in Tesla, see if we can get some. I want to see if I can get some going here on futures. So let me see if we can get something going. And let the opening range form here on the NASDAQ. VIX is still. VIX is at like 27 right now. It's down 36 cents only, but. Let's see what we can do here. So opening range right now, testing opening range 12. So 170, let's just call it, let's say 175 for the high, 155 for the low. Well, Meta is killing. Did everyone forget to sell yesterday? So there was a report yesterday about Meta from the Wall Street Journal. I did post it in our Discord that I don't want to get right in on this. We're going to wait. So there was a report yesterday on Meta from the Wall Street Journal, reported yesterday. And it was probably overlooked by a lot of people because we had the volatility and the action yesterday. But they were saying Reels are not doing as good or as well as expected, and most of the Reels are just copied content from TikTok. So they're creating a TikTok and this copying that, or just importing that video onto uploading that video onto Instagram, which so they're not making original content on Instagram. It's just the leftovers from TikTok, which that's a sad place to be, But it's kind of interesting, how TikTok came about, right? So TikTok was made by the Chinese, right? It's an app, even though they have TikTok US and US headquarters and all that, right? So it was created in China, TikTok, and they gave people what they wanted. They wanted the algo to expose them, and that was the main thing. It was a simple thing. They wanted the algo. Okay, we're failing the opening range here. They wanted the algo to show their content, and the report in the Meta report saying that the Reels have little to zero engagement on them. So TikTok stepped in where Instagram became a pay-to-play platform where you have to pay them to show your content. And they, because they have to make money and they have to do all this stuff. So, TikTok stepped in. It was pretty smart. Used their algo to show it, and people started talking about it, saying, "Hey, TikTok, they're showing my video, and Instagram is not. I'm just gonna make content here. Simple." Just give people, it's just like the most simple things in business is just give people what they want and you'll be rewarded. But, as a public company and shareholder pressures, and Zuckerberg, and I just think they Facebook and Instagram and all that, they went against what they originally stood for, a place to share, and then it just became a place to pay for. All right, so I probably should have took the short here. I just didn't want to get in on the first couple of minutes. Man, they're freaking smoking this. I'm just checking this. Checking the 10-year. How's the dollar doing? Dollar strong. Okay. Yeah, we're getting smoked here. But I mean, like, if we're looking at the hourly here, if we're looking at the hourly chart, NASDAQ, I mean, we're getting to the lows here, but if you're looking at the hourly, we're still kind of chopping in range here on these hourlies. So just be careful. Like, that's what I'm trying to avoid for my account, is not getting chopped up. And like, when the market is volatile, it's a little bit harder to kind of gauge, like, are we getting chopped or not, because we're moving a lot. I mean, we break this 80 right here, probably going to be a problem. Get big enough that people started paying because they didn't have much competition. I don't know, man. I would think that, like, Zuckerberg, when he first started, like, in the college dorms and all that, he wanted to do good. And then, this is what I believe. You don't have to believe it. He wanted to do good, spread across the world, get people to share. And then, because of the public corporate aspect, shareholders, investors, and all that, he had to perform. And then it became a game about numbers, right? And that's what it always is. Like, Comcast, this morning, Comcast announced a $20 billion stock repurchasing program. When their customer service is horrendous, their service is horrendous, everything about their business is horrendous. So they're taking the $20 billion and putting it into buying back shares instead of building their business and making their business better. So it kind of shows you, like, what they value, right? No, we don't want to pay our people more. No, we don't want to pay our techs more. No, we don't want to build out our infrastructure. We don't want to do that. We want to buy shares. And I was saying, over the years, Bed Bath & Beyond purchased $11 billion worth of stock buybacks, and look at them now on the face of bankruptcy. It's sad, because what the corporate heads do is they just, kind of like Toys R Us and Sears and all those guys, right? They just go in there, milk them to death, make the share prices go up, sell off their assets, gut the pig, take the money, and leave. Meanwhile, as consumers and stuff like that, if we enjoyed something, we no longer have that because corporate greed ended it, right? I mean, that's just my opinion. It's kind of like, if you're trying to make your business better, you're trying to increase your share price, why wouldn't you make your business better? Like Apple, I have no problem with them repurchasing shares because their business is good. They're doing well. They got enough cash. Okay, got a nice bounce here. They got enough cash to back it up. People like their product. What do they want to do? What are you going to do with the money? They got tons of money laying around. Meanwhile, Comcast is falling apart, and they buy $20 billion worth of shares. I mean, it's stupid. All right, so that's what I'm worried about. Don't get chopped up this morning. They want to buy it. Starbucks is moving. They're probably moving on with that news yesterday. They said they're gonna open up a store every like 9 minutes or something in China or something. But then we also had that China news or Biden coming out with that news saying they're working on getting sanctions together, in case something happens with Taiwan. World's a mess. We just gotta try to trade our way through. You know what I mean? Like we just gotta get through this. I mean, there's gonna be easier times in the market. I mean, what I would like for this is to flip to the upside. I just don't know if it's gonna happen today. I mean, yesterday we had that bounce at the open, and then it was a disaster. And right now, it doesn't give you a lot of confidence that S&P, NASDAQ are struggling to stay green. So I mean, I'm looking here. We're below the opening range. Open range here is up here, 155 to 175. See what happens. I'm trying to see what happens down in here. Like, I think there's going to be a little bit more two-sided action. We got Meta falling apart. Tesla's looking good though. Tesla's looking good. 295. Amazon's not looking good. So let me put up. Hold on. Let me put up on. She's around here. Nvidia is sub 130. It's gonna get dicey. I think it's gonna get dicey. We'll see. We gotta see. These algos have been a bit vicious. 129. Nvidia holders are like, close the market. we're getting massacred. Yeah, this tree. So we're having some orders come in for the 148 meta puts on the flow for 923. 148s. We'll see what happens. I'm not gonna trade it, but getting some order flow in here. So these meta, we got a sweep and a block here, 90K each. 148 for 923 expiration. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. 148 put. I really want to trade futures here, but I don't want to short here, and I don't want to go long here. Grab some ARC puts. Nice. Like, I don't want to short here, and I don't want to go long here, so I'm gonna wait. After a big move like yesterday, it's gonna pay to be patient and let this kind of shake out. Like, there's no rush. I mean, it's been 12 minutes since market open. We don't have to do a thing. We made some money yesterday. We don't have to do a thing. I made money last week, so one of the things as a trader that you'll learn is contentment will make you money. Like, being content. Like, are you content with where you're at? And a lot of times we, as traders, we lose money because we're not content. Like, we're like, oh, I gotta make money. I gotta push the buttons. Well, if you're not content, like if you're not being fed, you're gonna make some mistakes. Okay, so yeah, this is why I don't want to short this. We got, what's those? Sorry, Tesla. What are those 305 calls doing in Tesla here again? Those 305's been working. So this 305, it hit a low of 77. It's up 120 to 121 right now. I mean, it's kind of holding it for this week. It held that. I mean, I guess that was your buy. When it dipped down to 70, yeah, I mean, I like Tesla long. I mean, it was holding yesterday on Tesla all day. I mean, if you look yesterday, so yesterday these 305s, they hit 203. We did come down to a low of 71. This morning we hit a low of 77. So we haven't tapped yesterday's low for the 305 calls. I mean, they're kind of out of the money. Let's see the 300s. Yeah, probably missed that. Probably missed that. Okay, we're showing some life here. We're showing some life. We're still not above the open range here, about 175. All right.
Order filled. Order submitted.
Hold on a second. We got
Order filled.
We got some stuff screwed up here. There was a bunch of rejected sell order. Why did it reject my sell order? I think the trade copier is bugging. Let me try another order here.
Order submit. Order filled. Order filled.
All right, that order went in. Kind of see. So I went long Nasdaq here. So I got a little tripped up because I had a bunch of errors pop up on my screen here. So let's see if we can get this. I don't know if we can. There we go. Come on. All right. All right. We in. Let's see if we get stopped out. Oh, but the trade didn't copy. I don't know. My setup's all messed up over here. Let's see. I'm checking this out here because my setup's all messed up. I'm gonna have to play with this after the stream.
Stop filled.
All right, came back down. Basically break even on futures right now because I lost $40 last night on that. I'm down $8 on futures right now. All right, well, it kind of stopped out. It kind of stopped out where we expected it to go. I just thought maybe it could run. Yeah, nice rip on Tesla. What are those? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me see something here. Okay. I think we're good. It's just something happened to the I think so because I'm trying to copy those trades, like it kind of messed up. It filled on I don't know, it's just kind of weird. Let's take a look at those. Let's take a look at those 305s again. You know, these just went from 77 cents up to $1.63. I mean, that's solid right there. That's solid. I mean, it doesn't look like much compared to like what has dropped here, but I mean, if you're buying like 70, 80 and going up to $1.60, $1.50, I mean, that's a huge gain. We got volatility spiking up here. So that trade didn't, I mean, this trade here didn't go where we wanted to go, right? I wanted it to break out. So now we're back in the opening range here. So this is where it opened at, right? So between here, between 175 and 155. Now we're dead in the middle. So the market's trying to make up its mind like where it wants to go. We had a strong delta candle. We had strong buyers in here. There's some support. As you can see, there's support here in terms of order flow. So there's buyers. There's quite a bit of buyers down here. There was some pre-market, and then there was some just now. Question is it gonna slice through these buyers? So we had some buyers here. I got long here. I would have been up money if I didn't make, like, if those airs didn't pop up, because I bought here and I sold here and I was messed up. Then I bought here and I sold up here. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out, because I want those trades to copy, because I want to use my real money account and then have those trades copy over to the Apex accounts for NinjaTrader. Okay, so we're coming down below the opening range. I don't want to short it. There's gonna be opportunity. It's just like, this is not an easy setup. Like, I'm looking for easy setups here, and the easy setup for me, that's why I took it when we broke opening range. We had some power. We pushed through up here. I sold my first one up here, was near the top, and then I got stopped out for my second one, which is at break even. So, you don't want to fight the market. Don't fight the market. You're gonna lose every time. I mean, I do like what Tesla's looking like. Let's see what SPY's doing. I just don't know. I don't know if Tesla's gonna hold, But yesterday was a good day. Yesterday was a good. Why do you want to copy the trades? Because I'm going to get 50K accounts with Apex trading funding, Apex trader funding. Is it? I don't know. That's what they call it, I think. So the idea is that, so I have my main account, and then I copy those trades over to Apex. Those accounts will be replicating my trades and paying me out. So I'm doing the work once, but it's replicated 5, 10 times, So let's say I make $100 today. Technically, I'll be making $500 on 5 accounts, 6 accounts. 6 accounts, because I got my personal account, and then I have 5 accounts with Apex, so I'll be 6 accounts. So it's basically kind of like you're doing the work once, and you're spanning across multiple accounts. So if you're trading small, so instead of increasing your size, you're just spreading the risk out across multiple accounts is the goal. Man, we're failing this. We're failing this opening range here, man. I want to see if we could break 80 down here. Can we break this? I mean, it's showing some power here. I mean, we got some big sellers. We got some big sellers right in here. $148 puts on Meta. What do you guys think? It's just hard to. It's hard to. Honestly, it's hard to short down here. And that's probably why it will go down. Like, for me, it's hard to short. So that's why. That's why I was looking for the long opportunity. We had a nice bounce here. Nice bounce off of 100. Went long, took some profits, got stopped out on the runner. All right. See, this is what you don't want. This is what you don't want. So we're chopping this opening range here. We're chop down, we're chopping up, and this is where you're gonna get, you're gonna get wrecked. the choppiness. I mean, as a trader, like I think trying to find some options trades right now, because as a futures trader, you don't want to chop because your stops are so tight. Let's see how Neo is starting to give up its gains from yesterday. So I mean, I had one good trade here, but there was no continuation. Tesla's still looking good, but the thing is, like where we were yesterday, where it got rejected, it came from 296, 297 down to 290. Granted, I mean we were hard selling yesterday, but I mean if we can get a dip on Tesla and it holds, I'd like maybe add that. Maybe you can maybe add SPY in here, sitting above VWAP here. If it takes off, it takes off. Let me look at some SPY calls here. I mean, it's been 25 minutes here. It might be a kind of day where we don't, we just kind of take it easy. Let's see here. Let's see. It's looking kind of suspect here. So if looking at SPY calls, if you're buying let's say we bought the 400. These are kind of leveling out nice. Low is 120. So these calls, the 400 calls are at the low, so they started taking some premium out of the 400 calls for tomorrow. So I buy a couple SPY calls. If it fails, it fails. Okay. Bought a couple SPY calls here. We'll see. Maybe stop loss. Let's put in $1. So the low is 120. I bought these for what? $1.30. So put in 115. I mean, if it fails, and we'll take profit. These might fail right now, Try to scale out of these if we get the opportunity, but might get stopped out of these right now. We'll see. I mean, I'm looking for SPY to hold VWAP here if we can get another push up, but it doesn't look good. So I might get stopped out of these calls here for small loss. Market is emotional, trying to figure out which direction. It means chop, chop, chop. Had a great day yesterday. We'll just watch today. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of just. That's kind of why I'm just trying to trade small. Again, Tesla is probably the trade that I wanted to take, but missed it. Missed Tesla. So I'm gonna try. I'm trying some SPY calls here. Right now they're down 4%. See if we can get a push. I'm gonna try to make 20% on these. Trying to make 20% on these calls. My stop loss on the 400 strike calls is $1.15. So we'll see how these pan out here. So let me see if we can get back to some futures here. So we're still at the opening range here, just chilling. Man, Tesla is exploding 298. It's freaking 305 calls.
Order filled.
All right, I'm gonna go along here. See if we can get this. See if we can get this opening range trade. I don't know. Let's see if this copy. Okay, this did copy over to my other account. So I don't know. I don't know what that was about. So kind of show you. So like this is what I mean. So it's copying over to my accounts minus the simulation count because I'm not trading the sim count. Come on. Push it. You're not going to push it? Of course not. Came within 70, like came within like $1 of my take profit here. Got a nice bounce here, but we'll see. There, it's getting a little crazy right now. SPY is trying to break up to the upside. I still have those orders in. I don't know if it's strong enough. You know, like maybe I'll get stopped out here. I'm just gonna let it play out. I mean, it could fail the opening range here. It's having some difficulties here. Of course, came within a point of my take profit. Tesla's pushing 300 right now. Come on, Tesla, bring us up. Bring us up. Bring us up, man. I believe. Come on, make another run of 210 here. Make another run of 210. Tesla, let's break. SPY. Let's break to the upside as well. Nasdaq. Meta's getting crushed. Apple's going up though. So I mean, it's kind of like chopping here. What's probably gonna do is come down here, stop me out, and rip back up. Watch it happen. But I'm not gonna change my risk. I'm not gonna move my stop. If it doesn't hold opening range, I'll look for another opportunity. But look at this. It's trying to. It's fighting. It's fighting it right now. Volatility's going down, VIX going down a little bit here. So let's see if we can we just get the pop that I need? Just give us the pop. You came within $1 of my sell here. Or are you gonna flush it? Meta's cracking down. Oh.
Stop filled.
There it goes. There it goes. Let's see how we're doing here. I mean, I'm break even on these. I'm break even on these SPY calls, but I mean things are looking dicey.
Order filled.
So I'm down like $50. I'm down like $50 right now on futures. So we're just gonna. It's probably gonna rip now, like I said. But we're still chopping the open range. Came within $1 of my sell there. Take a profit. I probably should just took that off. But I like to be patient, let things kind of work out. I'm still in the SPY trade, so like I'm not gonna try to fight the market here. But yeah, Meta. You guys see Meta? So I guess those Meta 148s would have been a good call. Tesla 305s would have been a good call. We're failing here. Meta's coming straight down right now. I mean, it's just wild. So we have SPY with the VWAP test here. But I mean, if I don't make any money today, I'm okay with some small losers. I'm not gonna, it might be good just to kind of reevaluate and come in this afternoon, see if there's any opportunities. But I mean, if SPY doesn't hold VWAP here, it's gonna be a bad time for everybody. It's gonna be a bad time. All right, I'm getting close to getting stopped out on these SPY calls here. Hasn't hit yet, but we're getting close here. So I'm like came within like 2 cents of my stop. So like when it's chopping like this, it's difficult to make money. It's definitely difficult to make money. Like we could rip, we could flush, or we could just chop. Like if we just chop, I mean we're gonna have problems. I think the easier trade was definitely Tesla. All right, so I'm about to get stopped out of these. About to get stopped out of these SPY calls here. These algos are just kind of. What are we doing?
Order filled.
All right, I tried to go long. I went long the NASDAQ here. We'll see back above the opening range. Trying to play this opening range again. See if we can get another pop up, but we'll see. Might not happen. If this one doesn't work out, we'll call it quits on the futures and just kind of see what happens. Try to get into a trade later, but I mean, if we're just chopping, I don't want any part of this. I mean, SPY held VWAP. SPY held. It tested it. It's been holding. I mean, so we could definitely rip to the upside here. So that's why I'm looking. I mean, we're above all averages. We're above opening range. Let's see if we can get it. I mean, that's the only reason why I'm going long here. Same thing again. So it's fighting this area. So this is where it kind of got a little dicey last time. We need a run on this 200. Watch it come up like a point within my sell here, and then get rejected, and then we go down. Like the only thing that's kind of like stopping this here, like if you kind of look at potential, could be like on the 1 minute here, could potentially be a triple top here. So let's break this range. Should be okay, but come on, give it. So again, back in profit here, but it's like, that's what I mean. Like if you're trying hard, it's just don't do too much. Tesla's above 300 though. Okay. Hit my take profit. So
order
we're good
filled.
on that. I don't know. Are these trades cop? What's going on over here? I don't really know about this. I don't really know about this trade comp here. What's going on with it? I'm gonna close this.
Order filled.
I'm in the green right now. I'm in the green right now on the futures. So I close out all my futures. I don't know. This is I'm back in the green right now. but I don't like this. Like my concern here is that we're not gonna go anywhere. I'm still in the SPY call, so I'm gonna let those play out. But like playing this range here is not it. Not it. Like I was looking for a break at 200, didn't get it, so that's why I closed this out. I mean, maybe it will power through. When we do, I mean, Apple's looking pretty good. Apple's up over 1%. Tesla's up almost 3% right now. Tesla 305. That drives me nuts. So I was looking at those. Let's see. Tesla 305. Let's see what those are going for right now. 305. Oh my goodness. These are 286 right now. Went from 77. We could have bought these for $1.50. And I was looking for a dip. I was looking for a dip. And these, you know, you're making over 100% here. Wow. All right. I guess that was the play. I should have stuck with that, you know. I mean, maybe we're going to break out here. I'm not looking to lose money today. I'm back in the green on futures. That's why I took that off. Yeah, Meta's getting absolutely crushed. Let's see what those people. So those people bought those metas for. So they bought the 148 put. So they were. Let's look at these real quick while we're waiting for things to kind of shake out here. So those metas, they bought them for next week. The 148 puts, they bought them for 360. So they haven't actually gone anywhere. So they were a little bit late to the game. I mean, these popped up here. But yeah, we're getting some put flow. We're getting some put flow here. So we have the meta for this week, the 150 put, another 150 put here for Meta. You got the 305 calls. Nice. Yeah, I was talking about, I traded them yesterday. I traded the 305 calls yesterday. And then I was looking at them today. I'm like, you know what? Maybe we'll get a little dip. And that thing just didn't dip. There was no dip. All right, SPY. Are you going to do it? This is where you add options. This is not where you trade futures. And that's why I like to do both. Like some people are like, I only trade options, I only trade futures. Like for me, I like to do both because it's kind of like Legos. You know, you got to get the right piece for the job here. Yeah, GB, those 3, man. Congrats on those 305 calls, man. Like that would have been the trade today. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about any trades because I'm having a great week so far. But those 305 calls would have put, you know, definitely been some nice icing on the cake. You buy three to 5 of those, I mean, you're making $1,000 today. And that would have been SPY still chopping, NASDAQ still chopping. I mean, it looks like we're gonna break to the upside. I mean, we got some. I mean, Apple's doing well. Let's see, how's Amazon? How are these big boys doing? Amazon is struggling. Amazon looks like SPY is terrible. Let's see Google. Google's not doing great. Excuse me. Google's not doing great. Microsoft, how you doing? Microsoft not doing great. Microsoft's doing terrible, actually. Okay, so we didn't crack this. We didn't crack this 200. This is tough right here because we got the we're getting some chop here. So SPY is back below VWAP. Be careful here. Baidu puts. Man. Baidu puts. Let's see here. Baidu's down $2 today. Baba's down. I wanted Baba to run to 100 to short it, and it made like what did Baba hit? Like 94, 96. It never made it. It never made it. Things are getting a little dicey here. So I mean, below 394, I'm getting stopped out of these calls on SPY. I'm gonna take probably like a $50 loss. VIX looks like it wants to kind of do something. VIX wants to do something. Dollar wants to do something. 10 years chilling. 10 years chilling. But I'm not going long futures until we get out of this. Until we get out of this mess here. Like, I'm not going long NASDAQ until we get out of this. Like, I think we're gonna bust through, but what's it gonna take? I have some SPY calls. I'm happy with that. So SPY, I'm looking at $1.60 on those calls. That would be 20%. Is that too much? You guys think that's too much? See if there's any news hitting here. Let's see. I'm in 3 calls right now. Tesla's German factory expansion has been put on hold indefinitely. That's not good, but I mean, Germany, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, what can you expect? Germany's in shambles right now. Biden to announce $900 million infrastructure law that will build EV chargers in 35 states. So I think that's why EV's running hot. We got some EV news. Biden's going to announce $900 million infrastructure law that will build EV chargers in 35 states. So no wonder we got like an epic, some pops here on this on Tesla. But I mean, like the longer that we chop sideways, like on SPY and stuff, premium is gonna start getting crushed on these calls. So that was the news today on Tesla. Natural gas jumped 6.7% to $8.84. It's not good. Like I really want to buy NASDAQ here. I don't want to get messed up in the chop, That's all we're doing right now. The only stock doing well right now, I mean, I guess Apple did well. Tesla's the only one. Microsoft, Amazon, Google all look bad. Nvidia, I don't know. What are you guys buying? Like, are you gonna short here? Like, what are we gonna do? All right. I think the moment of truth is about to step in here. And I think it's not going to be good I don't think it's going to be good for the longest here. I mean, if volatility pops up here, volatility's stuck here. If volatility pops up, we're gonna get a little. I'm like 5 cents away from being stopped out on these SPY calls, and they keep saving it. Like every time I'm going to get stopped out, they keep saving it. I got stopped out. Stopped out of the SPY calls. Lost $55 there. I mean, so far, not a good day. Like, not a good day. Chopping. Trading the chop. So I'm down 55 bucks here. I am up $11 on futures. Which, I mean, actually is actually not bad, considering I started the day down 40 because I lost $40 overnight, up $11. I mean, I had a good day yesterday. Might just call it quits here. You know what I mean? Try to see if there's like an opportunity in the afternoon here or something, because you can't trade this. Like, you can't trade this. Like, we need it to break. Like, what I'm looking for on the NASDAQ, I'm looking for 12,200, a break to the upside. Tested it, didn't break it, and I'm looking for it to break 1280. So if we can break 12,080 or 12,200, that is what I'm looking for, and we're doing neither. And if we look here, I mean, we're still hovering like right in the opening range. This is why you lose money. This is why, like, I'm struggling today, is because we're not going anywhere. So if we're just chopping this open range, so this is the open range right here, and we're chopping this, you're gonna have a hard time. So stop, like if you're averaging down stuff, like, just stop, like, relax. You know, some days, like yesterday, was a great day to make money, and days like today is not. Like, it's just what it is. Now we got SPY. SPY is going to crack. SPY is going to revisit the lows, isn't it? They bought this up hard from 393. Nice double bottom here, 393 to 395. That was it, man. That was it. Yeah, so we got VIX. We got VIX kind of coming up here. Let's see. I wanted to sell some premium in APRN. APRN's coming down 5%, 6%. Let's see, can we sell some premium in here? Can we sell some premium in APRN? So I think if Blue Apron can crack 6, I'd like to sell. If it could crack 6, we can get to like 5 something, 550. Yeah, Meta's going under 150. Yeah, that was the play, man. Those 148 puts, I think we saw those on the tape, and you know, it came through. Yeah, they're adding 150 put. They're adding 150 puts for Meta. They're adding 150 puts right now for Meta. Tesla's kind of a mixed bag. Some people buying calls, some people buying puts. But I mean, things are looking bad. Things are looking bad right now. So if we can get a crack here, I was also looking at what was the other stack I was looking at? So I was looking at last night. I was looking at. Who was I looking at? Was Blue Apron? Probably should have wrote it down. Let me look at my search history. Who was I looking at last night? Oh, Mara. Keep forgetting. Mara premium has been coming in nice. It's down 12.55. I was looking at like something like this. Maybe put it a little bit. Should I sell the 12s, the 13s? $3. So we do like 10. Go a little bit cheaper, maybe. Go a little bit cheaper on the puts. Go down to 9. Get a range. The only thing is, like, is the market, like, you guys think the market will crash? Like, in all seriousness? Kind of wait. I think it's probably, if we're putting on swing positions, probably better off in, like, the afternoon, like, after this morning. I mean, I'm kind of breaking even on the day, you know. So down 55 on call on options, up 10 on futures. So I'm down, what, $40 today? It's not bad. Not ideal. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna sell. I think I want to sell some premium in Mara for next week. So I mean, if we're selling something wide here, you know, max profit's 191. You're only using $200 in buying power. Premium's pretty hot right now. Question on Mara is, like, is this gonna crater here? I mean, could come down. We could come down to the 11s. This gap was filled, so I traded this gap here. This gap was filled yesterday, but we're kind of slowly gliding down. So yeah, I'm gonna wait to see if we can get a little bit cheaper on Mara to add. See if we can get premium, because we got VIX going up right now. Gonna jack some premiums up. Here we go with the. So this really was, this really was a triple top up in here. So we had a triple top up on 12, so 200 didn't crack. That's why I use a stop. Glad I got stopped out of those calls, SPY calls. All right, look for an opportunity. What do we think about the Apple 150 puts? Apple's a tough short, though. I mean, I don't want to. What do we think about the Apple 150s? Apple's tough. Let me see. Let me take a look at these Apple 150 puts. I mean, I guess, if you're going near-term expiration here, probably better off with the 152.50s. So these hit a low of 74 cents just now. Currently at $1.02. Can go in small. Apple's strong today, though. Could go into these 152.50s. It just, I don't want to add on the dagger, Like when you're buying options, you don't want to like add on the dagger. But if we keep flushing here, I mean, it'll be a good buy. Kind of like I was hesitant on Tesla because I thought we'd get a dip and then it didn't come. So what if I just buy two? What if I just buy two of the 152.50s on these bad boys? What we closed at yesterday? 153. Because if we stall out, these are going to get hit hard to theta. Let's see what the next weeks are going for. Shorting Apple's hard, A lot of hedge funds on the financials feel that it's okay to start building positions on Apple again. All I do is watch Bloomberg and CNBC all day. Yeah. Yes, shorting Apple's hard. I mean, I was surprised. I mean, I got paid out on Apple puts yesterday. But like, how many times can you fish from the same spot? You know what I mean? Like eventually you're gonna get burned. That's why I'm trying to mix it up. Because yesterday I milked Apple pretty good on that down move. I guess Meta would have been the short. here. You could short Tesla, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, EV was strong yesterday. You had Neo, Lucid, Rivian up, and then Tesla up today. Trying to get some ideas flowing, but the market's not really giving me a whole lot to go on here. Amazon's chilling. So I mean, like, the big thing here, when looking at the hourly chart here, we still haven't cracked this on NASDAQ. We just cracked it on ES. So yeah, SPY is slipping hard. We could definitely test 390 on SPY today. You know, you want to get, the reason why it went long is because kind of indicators are pointing up, and you kind of want to give the benefit of the doubt and just kind of trust that and just get stopped out. Well, maybe I'll buy. See if we get a push up here. Maybe I'll buy a couple of the 152.50s on Apple. I got an up move here. So I'm going to buy 2 of the 152.50s. Now, don't be a baby, buy 3. I'm going to buy 3 of the 152.50s. Okay, so I bought three of the 152.50s. We'll see if these pan out here. What's the low here? Low 74 cents. I paid $1.04. Let's see. We're getting a pretty strong bounce here. So maybe I'll get stopped out at like 80 cents. Set my stop at 80 cents on these. Could bounce. I mean, I added on the bounce. We'll see if it holds. VIX popped down here, huh? All right, let's take a look at putting a stop in here. So a 20% stop would be like 83 cents. 20%'s a lot. That's a 10% stop. 10% stop's 94. Where are we at right now? We're at 98. So we're getting a pretty good bounce right now. I mean, if Nasdaq doesn't crack this, I mean, we're gonna have. So hit 392, SPY bounce, Apple 155 bounce. Connor, what's going on? Just trying to make something happen. It's kind of awkward. It's like, do we buy the dip or do we short, And now it's getting bought back. It's getting bought all the way back up. Man, that's crazy. Back into the chop zone. So I mean, this is probably it. Like, if I'm gonna set my stop on this, and I'm probably done for the day, because I'm not gonna fight the chop and lose money. I want to make that easy money. I don't want to be chop trading. So let me put a stop in here. So I'm going to put a stop in. I'm going to put, 80 cents on these contracts. We'll sell 2 of them. Try to keep a runner. Let's see, realistically, what can we go to here? I mean, the Apple contracts. So these Apple puts here, we could test the lows back into 74 cents. So if those contracts make a new low, we'll get stopped out. All right. 74 cents is the low. What's the loss on that? What's the percentage? What's the percentage on 74 cents? It's going to be like 30%, which is not good. But, I mean, we're just chilling here. So let's see. If we did kind of like a 1-to-1 ratio. So if I did 30%, if it's a 30% stop loss, let's say it's a 30% stop loss, 30%, because I mean these expire this week, so they're going to be a little bit more volatile. So 30% stop loss, 73 cents. 30% profits, $1.35. Keep one runner. We could see what's that 50. So that's a 150. So we could let's try a 150. Try to keep the ratios a little bit higher here, because these could run 150 if we get the juice flowing. If we get the juice flowing on SPY, these could run. I think these could run 150. But all right, we'll put this in just so we have a stop. Always set a stop. Just don't just ride it. You know what I mean? So the question is, like, can Apple break the highs here? So for me to get stopped out, we're gonna need Apple to make another push to these highs here, which is another $1 from here. I did add on the strength, but that was, you know. So we had a long week ahead. I mean, even if I get stopped out here, this is kind of like the usual programming where you get stopped out, and then something works really well. Like Monday and Tuesday were like easy days to trade. Like Monday made a decent size, I had a 100% win rate, made decent money, got in, got out, no problems. Tuesday, yesterday, no problems, made a lot of money. Today, chop, you're struggling to make money. And this is like, this type of market, like the way the price action is like today, is like, this is how it's been for like months. It's like, okay, you try, and then something pays out really well. You take some small losses, and then something pays out really well. You're back in the green. Kind of like what happened in the futures today. Like I started out with a deficit, chop, then something worked out, back to the green. But the question is so right now. Oh, Connor, I'm just talking about like the overall like day trading aspect, how day trading has been over the last few months. Like, I'm not talking about like numbers in particular. I'm just talking about like day trading, and the frustrating thing is getting stopped out when you think it's going to run, and the choppiness to the trades here. And now the algos are buying this all the way up. So I guess if these Apple puts don't work out, I'm probably calling it a day. Because now we're back, like if we're looking at NASDAQ here, if we're on NASDAQ here, we're back above the opening range. We didn't crack down here, which, I mean, I was looking for the crack. I probably shouldn't have added puts if we didn't crack this, but SPY was selling hard. SPY cracked. Algos popped in. We had some big delta sells down here. We have big delta sells on these candles. Now we're coming in with the buyers. Like, this is messed up. This is messed up. So I'm getting chopped up a little bit. But it's not like the big thing is like I don't know if you've noticed, but I didn't average anything down. I get stopped out and I try again. I don't average down. Don't average down losers. Don't average down in the chop. Like this is not, you know. All right, moment of truth again. Like, are we gonna pop up? Like, are we gonna pop? Tesla's trying to make a run again. Microsoft's actually coming in. But these are some candles on the 1 hour. I mean, the 1 hour, look at this. Look at the ES. ES came down, got bought up. Chop mode here. I mean, how you guys doing? Because as you can tell, I'm getting chopped. But, I mean, my risk is small, so it's all good. Watch them bring it back up, and then we have a flush to the, you know, like you wouldn't believe. But yeah, they trap. But that's the thing. Like, so that's why I'm not trading futures on this, because you're gonna get jacked up. Options have a little bit more leeway. Options have a little bit more leeway on the chop, as long as you don't set your stops like horribly tight. I'm probably taking more risk on this Apple puts than I should, but yeah, they bought this up $1 on Apple. Tesla's back above 300 here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we're gonna have another 3% down, but like this is like chop. Like trading chop is the most annoying thing. The first thing is identifying you're in the chop. That's the first thing. And then you can ask yourself if you want to continue trading it. Like that's why I got in, because I thought we were breaking down, but this thing is ripping out. I'm about to get stopped out of these Apple puts too, so. Yeah, that's crazy. So now Nasdaq is back above opening range here. I don't want to add long until it can break 200. I'm getting stopped out. It hasn't hit yet, but I'm getting stopped out of these Apple calls here any second. Hasn't hit yet, but Tesla 302 right now. Tesla was the play. Tesla was the safest play. I shouldn't have talked myself out of not playing Tesla. All right, I'm out of Apple. Yeah, these algos are Yeah, I mean, okay, so we're going to make a test of 200 here. Are they going to push through it this time? Because as you can see, these candles are just, like the 15-minute chart, these are just stacked here. Yeah, I'm glad you got out too, because this is crazy. They literally killed it, and the algos just came in. Killed VIX. It's back down to where it started down here. Man, it doesn't like this 200. It doesn't like this 200 area. It just can't break. It can't break it. Like Nasdaq and SPY need to be strong here. Like they need to break this. Should have bought those Tesla calls. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my only regret today. Not buying those Tesla calls that's my only regret. Because with that trade, I would have been one and done. That would have been it. Would have been it. Well, I gave a little bit back today. I mean, it's not like a horrible day. Oh, Ninja Trader just got back to me on how to resolve my my issue here about the P&L being jacked up for the realized profit. I don't want to add here either. Like we need to be on this chop. I mean, I might be done for the day. So I'm up $11.50 on futures. And I am down like 150. I'm down like 150 on options. So, I mean, not terrible, but not ideal. So, the shook me out of SPY calls. Then brought it back up. Shook me out of Apple puts. Then they'll probably bring it down. Right? It's just today's not the day. So like, you know, as long as your losses, it's okay to lose in the market. As long as your losses are smaller than your gains, I mean, you're good to go. I'm not gonna buy here, and I'm not gonna short. So it might be it. I'll probably look for some like premium selling opportunities here in a couple hours. Try to level out, you know, the 150 or so that I lost in options, and we'll try again tomorrow. I'm gonna take off. I'm not gonna get any more chopped up than I already am. You know, I'm green futures, red options. So we'll keep it at that. You guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. Stay green. It's us for cert.